Anyone else feeling like they're in a constant loop of catching up? I feel like in my last few videos, I have been talking to you guys about how much I have to do, not enough time, I'm running late, all the things. And with summer coming to a close and back to school just around the corner, I am kind of sick of it. So I have decided for the next 5 weeks, I'm going to intentionally build some routines that help me feel ahead in life and not behind. What being ahead means to me is when life happens, and it does, that I have enough done to where I don't feel like I'm going to be behind. Also, where I don't feel guilty for taking time off or for doing something for myself. And where everything doesn't feel like a priority all at once. I'm not trying to become perfect. I'm not trying to be more productive. I'm just trying to make life feel a little bit easier and create a little bit more breathing room for myself. So in this plan with me, we're going to keep this challenge in mind, get the momentum going, and start working on habits and routines that are going to get us there by the time back to school starts. First things first is we will be using our planners for this challenge and setting up a few things and some ground rules because we're not trying to make ourselves feel bad. We're not trying to aim for perfection. We are building and setting up, creating momentum so that these things are possible. And what we want our life to look like is attainable, right? And reachable and sustainable. So I have thought about this a lot, and I thought back to school is always a hectic time. It forces us back into our schedules, into our routines. And if we're not ready, it can really just kind of slap us in the face, right? I wanted to do this challenge because this is something I've been wanting to work on and just have not succeeded with being ahead, not always feeling behind. I just always am feeling like I'm right at the finish line, like right at the last second, meaning not procrastinating, but just everything falls into I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it other than I don't like it. Maybe you can create your own challenge. I know that some of these things are going to be specific to myself, as in these habits that I'm going to create. So I do urge you to do what is best for you. I did spend some time last night thinking about what I wanted to do for the last 5 weeks of summer. And I think that includes the actual week of the first week of school. So I was trying to make it so it's the bulk of it is before school starts, but then also it falls into the end of August, right? So then it's kind of a clean break to then go into September. So that's why it's 5 weeks. And I'm filming this video a little bit late, but I have kind of set these habits and thoughts into movement this week. All right, so something I'm wanting to work on is my AM routine. Once school starts, I will be getting up at least by 6 a.m. and be moving and grooving, right, for the day. So I would like to start putting this into practice so it's not painful come that Monday morning. I just kind of wrote down what I would like to do in my AM routine. So this is something that I will be working on these next 5 weeks, tweaking it and figuring out exactly how much I can get done and the order of things I want to get them done in. Next, I think something that could be really helpful is a PM reset, meaning what are some things I can do at night that I will be grateful for the next morning that just kind of makes you feel like, all right, I can get going and do my thing that I want to do, that I'm not already feeling like, oh, I have to catch up from last night, right? So I was just thinking, clean the kitchen, fold the laundry. Oh, and I wanted to keep it very small because if it's too big, no. Okay, then I probably won't do it. But also, these were just ideas. So if while I'm doing this, things need to be taken away or things need to be put in, I can do that. So I put in clean kitchen, fold laundry, tidy the family room, my workout clothes out, trash when it's trash night, so that's Sunday night and Wednesday night, trash goes out. I'll set my alarm and then
I wrote this down. I'm not sure if this will work. I'll have to put it into play and see if this works out, but writing my top 3 for the next day that need to be done. And then lastly, something that's a little bit more fun, like the events and some last minute summer things I want to do before summer's end. So school shopping, obviously, I want to go through Ash's closet and dresser. Our anniversary is in the month of August. We do have a concert. Soccer practice starts. I would like to begin something for the mudroom entryway, and then I would like to make some summer desserts. I want to continue some sunset walks just because I don't get outside a lot right now because I work from home, and also I just want to get in more steps, and I want to enjoy the warm weather when it's not scorching outside in the evening, when it's beautiful, and after dinner we can go as a family, or I'll go by myself, I don't care. And then I'm not sure, AM routine, I'm not sure why I wrote that, probably just to like put it into play, like to figure it out, because my AM routine does have a lot going on. Going over my thoughts for my morning routine, which, sorry, I don't know why I didn't begin it with that. Priority is I prefer to work out in the morning, but I think I have a problem with getting up early and doing that first thing. It's like, I don't want to do that, so it keeps me in bed if I don't have to get up. So I was almost thinking maybe I could do some planner time or even do some work time for the first 1 or 2 hours of that morning, and then I won't feel bad working out a little bit later because I'm like, well, I already got some work done. Also, I think doing early morning design work, because I really want to, that's something I want to focus on this month, is designing almost like every day until I'm like caught up. That's something big that I would like to do that I haven't put into practice yet this week, but I really do want to get down and do that. The other thing that I need to do is cleaning. I have not been doing a very good job with a cleaning routine, and I want to get back into the habit of that. And I think if I just spent 20 to 30 minutes in the morning, that could work for me. I don't want to clean at the end of the day. I don't want to spend my weekends cleaning, so I think that might have to be the trick for it. The other things are obviously breakfast, getting dressed, and I like to do a load of laundry in the morning. I'll make my bed, and I put the must-do list, which is the top 3. So if I don't do it at night, it would need to be done in the morning. This is kind of what I'm looking at doing and working on this month as part of the Ahead Challenge. I think if I can get ahead in my morning routine, in my design work, in my evening routine, and just prepping for the month, it would be a good start to where I want to be. We are at the end of July, and setting this up right now might seem silly, but this is what we're gonna do, because I did start doing these things on Monday, not all of them, but some of them. And this is the Sterling Ink A5 planner. This is a sheet in the beginning of the book, and she labels it as quarter 3 pages. So it has priorities, the months, and then this like dated column area. I saw somebody do it like this, and I don't think that she was in this specific planner, but it was similar layout to this, and I really liked it, so I'm going to try it out. So I'm going to choose 10 habits to write down, and then you can use the dates as check marks, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write down the habits, and then I'm going to write down a few things that I want to do. Well, not in July now. It'll move to August, but I'm going to just do it for July. We will go over the habits in just a second. All right, so to go over these real quick: AM routine, workout, 7K steps, supplements, 20-minute clean, sunset walk, 1 hour design, PM reset, personal time, and favor. What are the few things I didn't really talk about? So personal time just means something like a hobby that I want to do, just time to myself that I feel guilt-free for. A favor means basically doing something that your future self will be happy that you did, whether that's meal prepping, grocery shopping, folding that laundry, whatever it is, because I think that would be really nice to put me ahead. So I've only been kind of doing these since Monday. July, I will talk about it in my August reset, which is the next video, and I will kind of talk about how July went. But for right now, we're just gonna kind of go through these. So the AM routine, I did not do it Monday, but workout, 7K, supplements, not the 20-minute clean, no. Okay. Tuesday, because today, did I say it's Wednesday today? Tuesday, again, workout, 7K steps, supplements, and yesterday I did do the sunset walk, and that's it. Okay, and then today I did my workout, I did the supplements, and the supplements are just like vitamins, and then I've been doing collagen and creatine. So that is what we have so far. Like I said, I was going to do some stuff up here. I'm gonna wait for that August reset, and that's when I will fill this out. In the next couple days, this could change. If I was like, this isn't working for me, probably not, because it changing in 2 days just doesn't seem long enough. So far, that is kind of what I'm wanting to implement into my daily life, and these are the habits I want to work on. Okay, next we will go ahead and do our weekly plan with me. I did already start this because I have learned that if I wait to film, it either doesn't get done, I forget what happens, or whatever. So I did just go ahead, start planning out the day, and I'm using the kit City Heat. I love this kit so much. Now I'm not going into a city this week, but it's such a pretty kit. All right, so Wednesday I did work out. Hopefully I'm getting 7K. Creatine, so creatine, this is like my supplements and stuff, which these are kind of priority. Again, I kind of fell off the working out, the health, wellness stuff, and so I'm trying to get back on. So this is where we're at. For laundry today, I am doing everybody's. Clean, I haven't cleaned today. For dinner, I haven't decided that either. I'm going to write down the must do, which I don't even know. I haven't gotten my list together or anything. Also, when I wrote must do, I don't like how that looks. I don't know. I don't like M's for some reason. So I'm going to write, normally I wouldn't want to change this mid-day in the week, but I'm going to try focus. I was trying to figure out what words I want to use, or what word I would want to use for this list, and I don't know. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. So I did get up early. I spent a lot of time doing YouTube work, just kind of planning out what I want this challenge videos to look like, and then after like going into fall and holidays, and I'm really happy with the direction that I'm gonna go towards with my YouTube channel. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna just write YouTube work, because I really did spend a lot of time brainstorming, making plans, figuring out what I want that to look like. I want this to be a more consistent channel, and I really want it to grow in the sense of I want it to be a community. I want us to like be friends. I want us to like come together and have fun together and share ideas and all that stuff. So I want to work towards that for the rest of the year, and I think that could be really fun. And then also Ash had an orthodontist appointment today. Luckily, Katya was able to take him, so I'm just gonna write that. All right, that's all I'm gonna do for now, which seems crazy because I want to go ahead and do my daily page of where I put all my you guys know what I'm talking about. Well, I'll show you. This type of page where I put the priorities, the schedule, and then like a huge just brain dump, mind spill list of everything that is on my mind. I am not caught up in this, and that's the other thing is I'm behind in my planner. And again, I'm trying not to play catch up right now. I was watching somebody on YouTube, and she's like a behavioral PhD person, so she knows what she's talking about. But she was just like, she was talking about catching up and just saying if you are always if like, let's say you were sick for a week and then you come back to work and you're just playing catch up, then you're just always playing catch up because you're not doing the tasks that are actually due that week or that you were supposed to do. So what you do is you start doing what you normally would do for that week, and then once you are at a good place at where you're at, then you start going back and chipping away at the things that you missed and that you need to catch up on. Does that make sense? So I was like, okay, I will listen to you because that does sound like a good plan. Like I said, it's already Wednesday, and I feel like this week is my first week of getting back to any kind of schedule. So it's kind of just getting back to normal life. Like I said, we were out of town, and then we had to go out of town again unexpectedly, and I just felt all sorts of messed up from jet lag, and we were on the other side of the country, so it just kind of messed me up for a while. And then like with my Christmas in July sale, I really had to put all my effort and time into getting that ready. That's just what had to be done. So I feel like this week is finally like, okay, we can figure out what we need to do. All right, these are date stickers for my shop, and then this kit, like journal kit, is called Shoreline Garden, and it's so cute. I haven't used this at all yet, so I'm super excited to use this. But I just like to make this column a list of everything that's on my mind and just get it off my brain. I think I will use and today is the 29th. So anytime I start these a little late, I just kind of go with today's date, because it doesn't matter what happened yesterday, like what was scheduled yesterday or Monday, it's already over. Still not have gotten in a good groove with my daily pages, but it's fine. I kind of figured out some, like I really like doing this type of page, so this has been really helpful. And so we're just gonna keep it with what's working for right now. So today is Wednesday. Sorry, my chair keeps like squeaking. So my kids had dog sitting today, and today was the last day for that. And then Ash had his ortho appointment. That's it for today. And then tomorrow, Katya has work. I'll need to ask her what her schedule is. And then Ben has an appointment. And I think that's it. Friday. This week is a little bit light. Next week, Ash's soccer starts back up, and we really do get going into what life is going to be for the next however several many months. Should probably enjoy this last week of a little bit of calm. Katya work, and then I think we're gonna do a date. I don't know if he's coming home early, we're doing lunch or kind of like a early dinner, like a happy hour thing. I'm not sure, but pretty sure that we were gonna do that on Friday. And then Saturday, okay, Katya works again, and then we're gonna go see the new Spider-Man. And then the last day will be Sunday. And as of right now, I don't think we have anything planned, which means I should probably do like a work day with the sale, with the Christmas in July sale. Like I really need to get moving on those orders, which I have been working on. I'm just saying, I would love for them to be out like really quickly. I think that would be really nice for people. Per usual, I can't think of anything right now that needs to be done. Actually, that's not true. Okay, I have some Amazon returns that needed to be returned to a different like returning facility. I want to clean the bathrooms and dust and my shower, which I know is part of the bathrooms, but I actually think of those as two separate things when I clean the bathrooms, just because it's so much to do. What would be priority this week? Really, it's actually a lot of work stuff, I would say. I'm gonna say YouTube videos, because the last video you guys saw was filmed several weeks ago, and with all the stuff that was going on in July, this is the first video I'm filming, and so I'm trying to get back into the habit of that. I was like on a good filming and uploading schedule, and then it got all out of whack, and that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. All right, so YouTube videos, and then Christmas in July sale orders is what that means. I'll put that. Orders. And then also this goes with YouTube videos, but I'm gonna be a little bit more specific. And my August reset, that's gonna probably be filmed over a few days, and so there are different like clips and things that I want to do in that. I'm really excited to film that because I think that'll be interesting for you guys. And then 4 is always if these things get done, right? So I'm gonna leave that there. Normally I don't mix work and personal in this planner, but this really is priority because I don't have anything else going on that needs to get done. I mean, I guess I could say my AM routine and all that stuff. Maybe that's what I should have written. Is that what I should have written? Am I an idiot? But this week specifically, like, these are priority. So we're just gonna leave it. We're going to move back to the weekly real quick. I know all this jumping through the planner, but this is just kind of how it goes. And then we're gonna do one last thing that's gonna be kind of fun to do. So over here, tasks, I'm gonna just kind of put what I wrote over there, which were Amazon returns, bathrooms, shower, dust. And that is all I'm going to write there. My focus today, I might put work stuff just because that's kind of what has been needing to get done today. Like, I don't really feel like I need to plan this out right now because I feel like I'll plan more either the night before or the day of, just because nothing really is going on. It's probably going to be a work heavy week before things start picking up next week. And so I'm just gonna leave it blank so I can do whatever I want. I mean, obviously I filled out workout stuff and things like that, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty open, which is pretty nice. So I have time to do certain things I want to do to get on this challenge to start it out right. So the next thing I was going to do is I printed off I just made this on Silhouette and printed it on this paper, and I'm going to stick it right here, I think. Okay, the whole point of this challenge is 35 days, and so every day that goes by I will be able to put like a sticker. That's kind of what I want to do. So I'm going to put it into my planner. It's gonna be a little bit of journaling stuff, as in like some fun. I need to trim it and I need to cover these holes, so I thought I would just use some washi tape. So let's do all that right now. I think that's good enough. It's just like a little tip in. It's not perfect, you guys. We can't worry about perfection stuff here. Okay. Maybe I'll use one of these. So I think, so if it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The other thing is, this is not a challenge of, oh, I wasn't perfect today, I have to start over. Oh, I wasn't perfect today, I don't get a sticker. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the goal here. It's not perfectionism. It's not doing every single thing on the list. We're trying to figure out what works for us, how we can make it better. Because if something brings us more anxiety and stress, that's not helpful, right? Every day, you're not gonna be able to do everything, and I'm okay with that. Like, I get it. Some days we're gonna be busy and I'm not gonna be able to do something. Do I wanna just use this kit for this? Maybe I will. I thought I would just use different stickers, but these are so cute that maybe I'll just use it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, is we're not doing perfection. Like, this isn't perfect. This is, we're going to review what we want, our habits, our goals, and we're gonna see what we can do today, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm really excited about this challenge. I think sometimes it's good for us to have a challenge and for us to work towards something, especially when it's something we really want. And if you guys feel inclined to join me or to make your own challenge of something that you've been wanting to work on or something to achieve, please do so. I would love the accountability, the community, the positivity, and all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this. My next video will be an August monthly reset, where I'm going to be incorporating more of the challenge into my August. So be on the lookout for that. And I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.